Medieval. It tells the story of Czech national hero Jan Žižka, considered one of the country's most renowned military leaders of all time. This Czech historical drama film, directed by Petr Jakl, tells the story of Jan Žižka, the Bohemian military commander who never lost a battle, and is set in the years before the Hussite Wars, when Žižka was young, and explores how he became the famous military commander. This production enjoys the participation of Ben Foster in the main role of Jan Žižka, Michael Caine as Lord Boresh, Sophie Lowe as Catherine, among other great actors. And we have read that this movie had a budget of $20.3 million, making it the most expensive film of Czech cinema made so far. The movie has a story that we found it to be interesting, full of drama, exciting, realistic, shocking in parts, and with a lot of action. For us, even not knowing anything about who Jan Žižka was and about his life, this production kept us interested and entertained from the beginning to the end. So you don't need to know or have knowledge of Czech history to appreciate this film. Of course, there are parts of the story that can be somewhat confusing or complicated to understand, but that is to be expected, especially if one like us doesn't know much or nothing about this character or about Czech history as mentioned earlier. But this aspect does not make you lose interest or get bored watching this movie. Many people, including movie critics, have criticized this film negatively, claiming that it does not develop the main character well by paying too much attention to other secondary characters, and that the story itself is presented in a disorganized way. But in our opinion, it is not so. For us, the story unfolds in a proper way and at an easy-to-follow pace. The only thing we criticize is that we were left wanting to see more about Žižka's military exploits, especially after watching the final scenes of the movie. Obviously, whether or not you appreciate this film will depend on the taste of each viewer. As for the production elements, such as the cinematography, set designs, costumes, makeup, soundtrack, and special effects, among others, these are all good, and some even excellent, such as the special effects and costumes. The performances of the entire cast are good, highlighting the performances of Ben Foster, Michael Caine, and Roland Moller in the role of Torek, for being believable and convincing. We really like this production and we found it to be a good movie, so we give it 3 stars out of 5 and recommend that you watch it, especially if historical dramas are one of your favorite genres of movies to watch. Until next time.